What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back. Today, we're going to talk about how to make $1,000 per day renting cars. Okay, this is going to be an extremely detailed video. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to say this up front. Okay, this is going to take a lot of work. We're talking about making $1,000 a day. We're talking about making damn near 30K a month. Okay, so it's obviously going to take a lot of work. So if you're in it, right, to find something easy to do, this is not going to be it. However, if you're ready to lay down, right, if you're ready to grind, if you're ready to put in the work, that way you can cross that $1,000 a day mark. I'm going to show you detailed step by step. Okay, this is going to be the most detailed video on YouTube in the car rental game. You're not going to find this anywhere else. All right, so without any delay, we're going to get right into the video. Right now, okay, what we're currently doing in our rental business, we have about 30 cars in our fleet. Out of the 30 cars, we have about 22 to 23 that are actively on rent. And then we have about 7 to 8 cars that are down. Okay, that's completely normal. All right, they're going to down, cars are going to be down for maintenance, for repairs. You're never going to be at full force in your fleet. So you have to get used to that. Okay, but right, we're well over that $1,000 a day mark. Okay, and I'm going to show you exactly how we got there. All right, we're currently doing about 8 to 9 and $10,000 per week. Okay, and obviously $1,000 per day, you were talking about $7,000 a week. All right, and because we rent our cars on a weekly basis, all right, so it's very easy for us to be able to target that mark. Okay, so today I'm going to show you exactly how to hit that mark. All right, but if you're here, make sure you smash the like button. All right, so I can drop all the sauce so the algorithm knows to push this to everyone that is actually trying to make money in the car rental game. As you know, for me, we don't do any of the Toro stuff. Okay, so this is none of the Toro stuff is going to be taught on this channel. I teach the private car rental business. I teach the private car rental game. All right. In the private car rental game, there is more risk, but there's way more reward. All right. And then there's always ways we're going to mitigate that risk. So I'll talk about that on this video. All right. So our revenue, right? Obviously, we're in that 8 to 10K a week mark, right? And to make $1,000 a day, you have to look at making $7,000 per week. All right. So if we're renting out our economy cars for $400 every week, right? How many cars do we really need to make $1,000 a day? We're looking at about 17 to 18 cars. Okay. Just for the sake of rounding the numbers, 18 cars, that's the amount of cars that you need to have to make $1,000 per day. Okay. Because 18 cars, that gives you about $7,200 per week if you rent your cars at $400 per week. I use that $400 per week mark as the standard. Now, a lot of y'all can rent out your cars for $450, $500 per week. This is just the game, right? This is just the industry that we're in. Okay, but let's go from the start. So let's say you're starting at zero. How do you actually get into this game? How do you actually start your car rental business? Okay, and the number one way to do this, is obviously you need a car. Okay, you don't have to buy a car. You don't have to finance a car. Okay, and this is where a lot of people go wrong. Trying to finance cars is a bad idea. Please do not use auto loans, please. Okay, we want to use cheap economy cars. We want to use cash cars. Okay, so the first step you need to do is to be able to get a cash car, or get access to a cash car. Okay, so it's very simple. Get a cash car or get access to a cash car. And what do I mean by a cash car? You need an economy car, a car that is worth anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000, right? You need to be able to purchase, if you're purchasing the car, in that price range, $3,000 to $5,000. Obviously, you can go a little bit over. You can go $5,500. I bought cars at $6,000, but the entire premise, the entire idea behind this is to be able to purchase your cars as cheap as possible so that you can make a quicker return on your investment. Because the truth is, in order to get to 18 cars, you need to be able to make quick returns on your cash investment so that you can rinse and repeat. Okay, so where do you actually find these cars at? All right, so when I started my car rental business, I was buying pretty much all my cars from Facebook Marketplace. Okay, so I would go with the mobile mechanic, find sellers on Facebook Marketplace, pull up to the car, the mechanic does his inspection, And from the mechanic's inspection, I'm able to negotiate the price or say no to the car if it has any major issues. Okay. And some of the major issues, you're going to have engine issues, transmission issues, head gaskets, right? These are very, very expensive issues. So you need to be able to identify these issues. Very important. If you buy the wrong car, you're not going to make any money. It doesn't matter what price you bought the car at. If you buy the wrong car, you're not going to make any money. Now, there are some cars you need to 100% stay away from. And I'm going to mention some of these cars here. So let's talk about it. All right, for me, Nissans, okay? Nissan Sentra specifically are just terrible all-around cars, okay? These cars have transmission issues, engine issues, electrical issues, okay? I don't like these cars. They're just a headache to deal with, so I would stay away from Nissan Sentras, okay? Nissan Altimas, all right? This is also a car that I would generally stay away from. Now, if you understand how to service the car properly, the Altimas can be okay, but they're not ideal, all right? Hyundais, okay, so you're looking at Hyundai Elantras. Now, Hyundai Sonatas are a gray area because for Sonatas, you can replace the engines for free. There's a lot of them have the recalls on their engines. So if you understand how to get that done, Sonatas can be a go. If not, I would stay away from Hyundais completely because they do have bad engines, okay? So those are the cars, the main cars. Now the Chevys as well, the Chevy Cruises, I'm not a big fan of. Those cars have issues, electrical issues, engine issues especially, right? You have the Chevy Equinoxes. Those cars can have issues. I have one of those in my fleet, and it's down right now. So those cars can also have some major engine issues. Okay, so I would stay away from those particular vehicles. Now, when it comes to the vehicles that you need to be able to buy the cheap cars, you need Ford Fusions. Okay, American-made cars, Ford Fusion 2.5-liter engines. Those are pretty good to get. They're ultra reliable. They have some minor issues, right? But they're all can be fixed for relatively low price. The best part about those cars is you can get engines and transmissions for really, really cheap. So if you need to replace anything major, it's still cheap. Okay. I like Kias. Okay. I have a Kia Optima. I bought a transmission on that car for $350. Okay. So that car has been ultra reliable. I bought that car. That was one of the second cars I bought in my fleet, and it's still running, right, with a new transmission. Okay, so those are cars you can get, and the Kias especially, because they get stolen so much, you can get wonderful deals on them, right? Just make sure you can put trackers, kill switches, multiple trackers in that car specifically, because chances are it's probably going to get stolen, but you can recover it pretty easily. And Kia did do a recall on the ignition, so now they can't really steal them like that. You just have to make sure you get the car checked and have the recall done. That way it can't really be stolen like that. All right. But there you go. That's how you start. You need a car. Now, if you don't have money to buy a car, you just need access to a car. You just need to be able to get access to the keys. Okay. So 99% of people in the world drive economy cars. So your friends, your family members, relatives, somebody will have a car that they're not using. Somebody will have an economy car that they're not using. And to be honest with you, in our industry, since we're renting to gig workers, you can give a 2008, 2009, 2010 car to a DoorDash driver, okay? There's no requirements. There's no yearly requirements for cars on DoorDash, okay? And they can use that car to make money and pay you $400 every single week. That's insane. If you think about it, you can buy a 2008 Honda Accord for $3,000 and somebody will give you $400 a week for that car. You can make back all your money in 2 months and go rinse and repeat the same play, okay? The same play. So that's what I'm teaching you here. Now, what you need to understand about this business, this industry, right? Making money in this business is that it's all in your risk management, okay? You actually make money in your risk management. What's risk management? Risk management is being able to mitigate, transfer, or remove risk, all right? So what's the biggest risk in our industry? The biggest risk is our customers, okay? That's gonna be the biggest risk. The type of people you're gonna be dealing with are gonna be just a high risk type of person, all right? They're not gonna be in the best financial situation. They're not gonna have the best credit. So you need to be able to adapt to that. And the very first thing you do is you protect your fucking asset. You protect that damn car. You put a tracker in it and you put a kill switch in it. Why? Because your customer who comes to rent the car from you, normally after a while, they're gonna feel a certain way about paying you. It is what it is, okay? They're gonna feel a certain way about paying you, and sometimes they're gonna go ghost, they're gonna stop responding, they're gonna stop paying you, okay? Now, in that situation, you need to be able to recover your asset as quickly as possible because the police isn't gonna help you, okay? Do not rely on the police. As soon as they hear you say, I rented that car to that person, they're gonna tell you this is not a criminal matter, this is a civil matter, okay? And we wanna make money. So we have to take ownership, 100% accountability of the situation. And the way that we're gonna be able to do that is by protecting our asset and getting full control of that asset, regardless of whatever happens. Okay, so that kill switch and tracker is essential. Okay, so you need to put that in there. That way you can always recover your cars as you need them. Now, the other thing that you need to be able to do is do a background check. Okay, very simple background and license check. Because if somebody comes to you and says, hey, I want to rent your car, and you don't know who that person is, you don't know what that person has done in their past, you don't know what active cases that person is having. So if you just give your car to anybody and they have active cases, they're running away from the police, they have crazy criminal felony charges, that person is going to show you why they have those charges, okay? They're going to show you their true character, and you don't want to put yourself in a position like that. That could be dangerous for you. That could be dangerous for your business. So you want to make sure that you know who you're giving your car to and the type of person that they are, okay? So that's another way to mitigate risk, okay? So we're talking about risk management. Now, checking your driver's license. Obviously, you want to give the car to somebody that has an actual driver's license because that reduces the chances that they'll steal the car, they're going to get into accidents, et cetera, okay? So this is a way to reduce your risk. So the way you can check your driver's license is to make sure that it's active, make sure that it's actually a real license and not a fake license, okay? So that's a lot of gems I just dropped right there. So if you're enjoying this video, absolutely make sure to subscribe to the channel, okay? If you're serious about starting your car rental business, right, use the link in my description to book a consultation call, a free strategy call with me, and I'll show you how I can help you. All right, so let's continue. How do we actually get to $1,000 per day? So now what I've basically showed you is I've showed you how to get the car. I've showed you where to get the car, right? I've showed you how many cars you need. I've showed you how to vet your renters. So let's talk about marketing. How do we actually get people in the door? Because marketing is how you're going to scale, okay? In this business, this is a very high demand industry. Very, very high demand industry, okay? Very simple marketing methods, free organic marketing, okay? Facebook Marketplace, the same place you bought that car, you're gonna list that car for rent, okay? And if you wanna know how to list a car for rent, check out my video on how to list your car on Facebook Marketplace, okay? I made a video all about that, so make sure you check that out, all right? But you're gonna list a car for rent on Facebook Marketplace and you're gonna get blown up with a whole bunch of leads, okay? From those leads, you're gonna be able to run your background check, right? You're gonna be able to verify the licenses and you're gonna be able to put people in cars. Very simple, very, very simple process, right? But you wanna make sure that you have your marketing sources tapped in all the time so that you get an abundance of leads, okay? Even if you only have one car and you have a whole bunch of people hitting you up, put them on a wait list because what happens when you go get another car, you don't have to go back on Facebook Marketplace all the time. You just have the list of people who are already interested in doing business with you. You hit up your list, you get that car out, okay? Now, we have marketing down, right? We have a way to buy the cars down, right? We have our risk management down. Now it's time to scale, okay? This is the most important part. How do we get to $1,000 per day, okay? So there's a couple ways that you can scale, all right? And a lot of people don't understand that money is made at scale, okay? Money is made in volume, okay? So you need to be able to add volume as quickly as possible. One of the fastest, if not the fastest way to add volume is joint ventures. Very simple. You can show someone, right, or people what you've done or what you're doing. Hey, I've been able to take this 2012 Honda Accord. I've been able to make $400 a week for the last 2 months. I've made $3,200 from this car. This car cost $3,000. Okay, I see that you have the same or similar car right now that you're not using. If you give me this car, I can make the same amount of money. I get 60%, you get 40%. Let's do business. Okay? This is a no-brainer. The car is making no money right now anyway. They have to do no work, right? Most people are going to give you their car to do it, to test it for the first month, for the first 2 months. Okay? And if you do good business, they're going to tell their friends, their family, and you're going to get flooded with a whole bunch of joint ventures. So now you have a proven method to make money. All you need is assets. You have a wait list of people that are ready to do business with you, right? All you need is the assets. And now you have a whole bunch of people that want to give you the assets. And that's how you scale to 18 cars. You don't need any money. You don't need any credit. You just need to get access to the cars. You need to be able to show proof of work, okay? Proof of work. And now you can scale to $1,000 per day. This is the method. This is the way that you can make $1,000 per day renting cars. And you don't need any Turo, ladies and gentlemen. You don't need any Turo. Use the cash car method, right? Fuck Turo. They're going to take a bunch of money from you for no reason. They're going to give you shitty customers. And on top of that, their customers are not going to rent long term. So you're going to be doing car washes. You're going to be doing bullshit cleanings and pictures all damn day. That's not what we want. We want a consistent cash flow. And the way you can make $1,000 per day is with consistent cash flow. Okay? So very simple. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. If you're serious about making $1,000 per day, I show my students exactly how to do that in my mentorship program, okay? Click the link in my description or click the link below to book a free strategy call, right? And let's get you making money.